Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass.
The deadly disease Ebola that has been causing chaos for the people of Africa has recently made its way into the U.S. The Liberian national Thomas Duncan traveled to the United States on September 20th to visit family and friends, bringing along with him the Ebola virus to Texas. He was hospitalized and isolated on September 28th and was confirmed to be infected with the virus on September 30th. Duncan is currently under intensive care and is in serious condition. Ebola is a contagious disease through contact with infected bodily fluids. The symptoms of Ebola include high fever, severe headache, diarrhea, and vomiting. More and more countries have made the decision to launch airstrikes against the terrorist group ISIS in Iraq. 40-some countries have come together to target ISIS, including the United States, Britain, Australia, France, Belgium, and Denmark, along with Turkey, whose government is debating whether or not the country should intervene. The U.S., however, has been the only country to actually strike ISIS positions in Syria. The U.S. could use all the help it could get, as $1 billion has already been spent on these airstrikes. In other ISIS news, the 3.5-year-old civil war between the government and rebel groups like ISIS continued on. The group bombed a school in Syria's third-largest city, Homs, on Wednesday. These bombs were located in a car and went off minutes after a suicide bomber blew himself up in front of the school. The blasts were timed to go off when school ended as students were leaving in order to inflict the most injuries. 30 children were killed. On a brighter note, Pluto has been declared a planet again. According to Harvard astronomers, the planet was once denounced as a dwarf planet can now gain its spot back among Jupiter and Venus. The astronomers argued that the definition of the word planet has changed drastically over the years, and although a planet may be a dwarf planet, it is still a planet nonetheless. And what do you think? Should the U.S. get involved in targeting the ISIS terrorist group? What are the pros and cons of the U.S. intervening? Is it a cause that is worth the money and the possible casualties of our troops? Talk with your advisory about what you think the military should do.